Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal card reading for the week of June 8th through June 15th. Is that right? Check for me. Yes, okay, good. On Wednesday, June 8th, Sharon is going to remind us that often the path to self-healing is only possible when we focus less on ourselves and more on others. That calling is going to be particularly loud today with Mercury joining Chiron in a very beneficial transit that encourages us to help and to care for one another. This is a day to be selfless, to be compassionate, to be empathetic. And remember that other people are doing the same thing for you. So that's the kind of energy that we should be feeling all day long. On Thursday, Mercury is going to move into a transit with Mars, and they're going to be in a very tense opposition that's pulling you in different directions. You might think you'll just lay low and wait it out, but that's going to prove impossible because these are two very powerful planets and they want your attention. If you're not careful and you don't work towards striking a balance, you could find yourself very stressed and just making very poor choices all day long. Okay. The biggest thing that you've got to that you're going to be trying to balance is whether you should rush into action or if you should think and talk things through. You don't want to let this energy control your actions, okay? You need to be in control of your reactions. Be forceful. Take the best of these energies, bring them together using your will and your intention. And this can be really good energy, very direct energy that can help you accomplish something. It's possible to direct this energy exactly where you want it, and you could see some really astounding progress. It's going to take a little effort. It's going to take some work. That's okay. You've got what it takes to make it happen. Just remember, when you feel the energy starting to take over your reason, take a second, take a breath, pull it back, and reinforce your personal power, okay? On Friday, analysis and details are going to rule the day because we've got a first quarter moon in Virgo, the combined energy of meticulous Virgo, and the potential for growth that the first quarter moon brings us, that it makes this an outstanding day to finish something that you've begun. So if there's something that's been laying around, especially if it's something you've been putting off, today is the day to get down to work, get it done, and move on. Because when Saturday comes, you're going to be asking yourself, did you finish up anything yesterday? Anything that's been hanging around? And you're going to be very happy if you did, because now you can get a fresh start with a Pluto moon trine. That's the perfect combination of energies to offer inner guidance and self-motivation that's going to enable you to ambitiously meet the demands of living your best life. Okay? Doesn't that sound awesome? First, you're going to clear the deck on Friday, and then on Saturday, you're going to start over again. And you're going to have all this really powerful energy to help you know what you want and know how to go and get it. You need to put in the work, okay? Don't think you can just sit back and say, oh, it's all going to come to me. You've got to work in order to be happy and to be content. Don't dismiss this in favor of illusions and dreams. That's always a challenge whenever you're working with the moon. You know, the moon is you know, it taps into our emotions, and it's very easy to get caught up in fantasy. Don't do that. This is very grounded energy that will make you aware of what needs to be done, and it will help you to do it. So you can take those dreams, you can take those fantasies, and you can turn them into the realities and have the life that you deserve. On Sunday, wait, where'd we go? We went too fast. On Sunday, that entrepreneurial spirit is going to continue today. Now it's Venus and Uranus. Here we've got another couple of really great planets to help you make stuff happen. Venus has very benevolent energy that helps us to attract and enjoy all the good things in life, like love and beauty and wealth. Again, you can't just sit back and wait for them to come to you. You've got to go after them. And sometimes that requires a spark. And that's where Uranus comes in. Uranus gives you that spark that will set you in motion towards attaining new and exciting elements in your life. Fears and doubts fall away whenever Uranus is around. Yes, there can be some risk with that because fears and doubts are important things. They help to keep us safe. But you don't want to be so safe that you're missing out on stuff. You know, it's like a question of whether you should go on the roller coaster or not. I'm a big believer in trying everything once. Roller coaster, I only tried once. It was enough for me, but at least I did it once. That's what Uranus will help you do. Try something. Do something. This energy it's just really good for you to go out and to go after whatever it is that you want. Stop worrying about what ifs and what. Forget the word impossible. Everything is possible when you've got Venus and Uranus energy to work with. You just need to actually take that energy and run with it, okay? On Monday, your intent to be friendly and kind, sorry, that came out wrong. Let's rewind it. You're going to intend to be friendly and kind, but instead, it's going to come off appearing as if you're being challenging and confrontational. You think you're building a mutually satisfying situation, while others feel you're being dominant and focusing solely on your wants and desires. This is Mars and Venus. They're producing an energy where your intentions are going to be at cross purposes with your delivery. And your intention, what you want, is going to be so forceful, and you're going to feel so, you know, whenever you've got Mars, even though it's retrograde, you're still going to feel so like, you know, I need to go out there and be forceful about it. And you're going to think, oh, everybody's just going to join in with me. They're not, okay? So just be careful with your delivery on Monday. And it's not a good day to make commitments or to seek, you know, help from others unless you absolutely have to. Because it's just, you're not going to be able to present yourself in the best possible light. You're really, it's the kind of day where you come off as being selfish. And that's not, it's not what you mean and it's not what you want. So if you can, hold off. On Tuesday, the day starts off where your state of mind is not going to be that positive. Now Mercury is working with Pluto, and that's causing some mental tension. This energy, it could drive you to seek and find solutions that are going to alleviate any doubts or worries that you have present. But the trick is that if you don't really have any serious doubts or worries, this energy is going, it's so forceful that it will make you create some. In other words, you're going to need to solve a problem. So if you don't have one handy, you're going to make a problem. That's a bad use of your time and your energy, and you don't want to get caught up with that, okay? Fortunately, the Sun and Uranus are going to come in and they're going to clear all that negativity clouding your mind away. They're going to join up in a very providential sextile. Now you're going to see potential instead of problems, and your focus is going to be redirected from away from what's missing and towards what you're getting ready to create for yourself, okay? It's a different mindset. It's the poverty versus prosperity kind of a mindset. One thing's you're missing something, something's not right. The other thing's I'm going to go get what makes me feel good. I'm going to go get whatever I need. Somewhere I've already got it, I just got to go find it. That's the difference, and that's how you want to approach your day on Tuesday. Okay, so here's the crystals that I'll be working with this week. First of all, Petersite for courage, because you're going to be dealing with new territories, and it's always good to have a little bit of extra burst of courage at your fingertips when you need it. Sodalite, that will remind you to be kind and to be considerate in all of your interactions. The energy is a little touchy. Mercury is busy this week, and you know, whenever Mercury is in a couple of tense transits, you know, communications just can kind of take a hit, and you don't come off as the way that you think that you are. Okay, and then finally, one of my absolutely all-time favorite crystals, white topaz. White topaz is going to help you to focus the energy where you need it for the best benefit for you. Remember, it's not negative energy, it's not positive energy, it's just energy. It's how you use it and how you think about it and perceive it. That's what gives it its power, and you have the power to make it all positive. Don't forget to check out our weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a powerful, happy, and a magical week.